Welcome to the online registration site for School and Site Coordinator for the Los Angeles County Science and Engineering Fair. The first step is quite simple. You want to take your cursor and where it says click here to register a new account, go ahead and do so. That is going to open up a second page entitled Register, where you will see a pull-down menu. You want to select Site Coordinator and click Continue. And that will open up a third page that says Register Your School. Please read the script very carefully. It explains that we need two pieces of information in order to initiate the online registration process. We need your email, and that email must be a unique email that is accessible and not blocked by any firewalls. In addition to the email, we will need the full name of your school as it will appear in our awards program. You need to delineate whether or not the school is a middle school or high school. I'm going to go and take my cursor and where it says click here to email Dean, I'm going to click there. It's going to open up my browser. You'll see that the email is addressed to me, and on this email, in the body of it, two pieces of information again, your email and the name of your school, and I'm going to call our school John Doe Middle School. Take your cursor and click send, and that is going to send me an email, and within 72 hours there will be an automated response that will be emailed to you by our Bluehost server. The address that you'll probably see in your email queue will be lascifair@box698.bluehost.com. So you'll open up that address and access a password that we will send to you, and you will use that password and the email that you registered to re-enter the system and complete the school and site coordinator registration process. There is just one more piece of information you need to be aware of. If your school is grades 6 through 12, then you have to go and enter the system twice and register as a middle school for the junior division and then as a high school for the senior division. And each time you register, you must use a unique email address. You cannot use the same email for a junior division and senior division. If you do not have a second email, you can see that you can access either Gmail or Microsoft in order to open up an account and receive an email that you can use for this registration process. So we're going to take a moment to recover our password, and we will come back to you with specific instructions to continue the process. Now that you've received your password, we're going to re-enter the system, and where it says email, now you will type in the email that you used to register, and then you'll type in the password that you received by our automated response and click sign in. This will take you to a page entitled Contact Information for Site Coordinator. We need to make sure that every field is completed in order to submit. The first field is asking for your title, whether it's Mr., Mrs., Ms., or Doctor. First field is name, last name, Gilbert, the address, and this is asking for my home address. So I've completed the address, the city, the state, the zip code, home phone number, and cell phone. A work phone number, If you don't have an extension, you can leave that field blank and you can leave the fax field blank. Those are the only two fields that are allowed to be left blank. You'll notice that I have my primary email here, and I'm going to enter my secondary email. And for gender, there's a pull-down menu where I will select male. As you scroll down the page, it then moves into school information. I want to be able to type the full address of the school. The address in the city, the state, and zip code, the phone number, district. Please make sure that you put your district. I'm going to say Downey Unified School District. If you are a private school, you can put down private. If you are a parochial school, part of the archdiocese, you can put down archdiocese for your district. Again, either place the name of your school district or the term private or the term archdiocese. The last thing for registration is selecting the grade levels that are part of your school. Since I am a middle school, that involves grades 6, 7, and 8. You'll notice that the instructions down here say to select multiple grades, you do this by holding down the control key for a PC or the command key for a Mac. I have a Mac, so I'm going to hold down my command key and I'm going to select grade 6, grade 7, and grade 8, and then I'm going to take my cursor and click continue. So you'll see now that it takes me to my own page, John Doe Middle School, and it welcomes me and gives me 3 pieces of information that I can now modify. I can go in and edit my profile and check all my information to make sure spelling is correct and that everything is complete. I can also check all of my school information for completeness. If everything is correct, I can click continue and it will get me back to my personal page. Once we open up project and student registration, you'll be able to monitor your students registering their projects by clicking here. You can see all the information that your students will enter: their first name, their last name, their email, their grade level, and the title of their project. And you'll notice that all of the project entries will be listed here. If, however, you want to look at projects, you can come up here and click on projects, and you'd be able to look at the students' projects based on their title, the project category. There is a category here called notes where you can make any notations for instructions that you need to provide students in preparation for the science fair. Where it says students, this will list the students that are linked to that particular project. And then finally, the last section where it says actions, this is where you will either approve or disapprove the project for participation in the LA County Science Fair. And this obviously will take place at the end of the registration process prior to the fair in March. If I want to go back to my home profile, I'll click School Home and it will take me back to my home page. Now, the only other thing that you need to know is that if your school is, again, grades 6 through 12, then at this point you're going to need to log out and you want to now register as a high school. So you would come back and use your cursor, and where it says click here to register a new account, you would click there. You'd go up and select Site Coordinator. You would click Continue, and again you would click where it says click here to email Dean. The browser would open up, and now you would want to enter a second email account that is unique. Please remember, do not use the same email account that you used for your middle school component. So I'm going to use an alternate account, and I'm going to submit the full name of my high school, and my high school is John Doe High School. I'll click send, and that information will come to me, and again within 72 hours the automated response will send you a password that will be unique for your high school group, and you'll then go back to the system and use that password and that new email to register your school. So once that process is done, you log out and you have completed the online registration process. If at any time you forget your password, there is an opportunity to go back to the original logon page, and where it says forgot password, click there. It will open up a new page that says reset password. Use your existing email that you submitted and click where it says send email. Our automated system will then generate a new password, and that password will be used to re-enter the system and complete the registration process. So it's important that you write down the email and the password for each school that you register for the LA County Science Fair. So that completes the online registration process. We welcome you to the Los Angeles County Science Fair and look forward to a great fair season for 2013.